Richard Lewis, fair and rational.
Immediate questions. Have you seen the Virtus Pro tweet? I'm afraid I have,
Yeah.
it's actually staggering. You know, you
Perfect.
think, you think, how can they possibly make things worse? Oh, like that, like that. Well done. Yeah. We'll probably talk about it at some point, but not now. I'm bedding in. I'm easing in. I've got a long day, dude.
Today's not the time, or right now is not the time.
He did clap for carers and
exactly.
open his hotel. So, you know. Yeah,
And he said that any of the proceeds from selling Chelsea will go directly to the Ukrainian war.
Well, he didn't even say that.
Matters.
He said it would go directly to the victims of the war.
Oh,
is how he worded it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, which ones, mate?
I'm spewing propaganda yet again. My bad. My fault.
Davey just fucking regurgitating Russian talking.
Yeah,
points,
there I go yet again.
As he's known
for.
for.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. Comrade fucking Davovich. But yeah,
Put
man.
on my Stalingrad hoodie right now.
Yeah, man. Without talking about it, like, kind of flippantly, and obviously we'll change the subject for that purpose in just a bit. But I am, like, usually when the media goes, oh, this world leader is completely unhinged, he's lost his mind, it's like, he hasn't at all, actually, and what he's doing is he's made a series of calculated moves that they believe is the best for their nation. I like, haven't seen Putin listen to his.
How you can tell the difference is in your movement, in your bunny hopping, in your recoil control.
Nades.
In the nades, obviously. Nades, I don't tend to use nades because it's just like, yeah, the nades are different, but they're not like worse. You just have to aim higher. You just find new lineups for the same nades, so it wouldn't make a difference. So I tend to not use the nades thing. But yes, hypothetically, if you drop me into a 64-tick server, I could just go throw one smoke lineup on every map and be like, okay, it's 64-tick because the smoke didn't land, right? Like that's kind of cringe. So I don't usually say that one, but that is true. But it's the recoil control, the movement, and the deagle positioning as well on the first bullet accuracy changes on 64-tick to 128. So with the recoil control, if you take silvers who are just shooting at people, they don't even know what recoil control is. Like they don't, you know what I mean? Like they'll never tell the difference between the recoil control because they don't know how to
But I'm told they would never harass anyone over minor things, so whatever.
Ratio.
Yeah, you fell off. What am I eating? Sorry, yeah, I'm doing ASMR. I've got a bunch of grapes. I'm tired like a fucking swollen Roman emperor, just putting grapes.
A bunch of grapes.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I like grapes. What color?
Red, of course.
Yeah, that is the right choice. That doesn't really make sense for the most part. Like, someone said to me today, it was like, bro, I was wheeling this rocket earlier, and you should have seen what happened. And if I say to you, wheeling this rocket, like, what does that mean to you? Like, what do you think that means?
Wheeling this rocket? Is that driving a fast car?
That's what, dude. That's a good guess. Like,
yeah,
that's not it, but it's a good guess.
Okay, yeah, don't know then.
No, it means you're flirting with a hot girl.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So a rocket is somebody who's like you find super attractive, right? Someone who's really hot. Like, dude, that girl's a rocket, or that guy's a rocket. Like, that's what you would say if like you're saying something more. Though there's so many. Like, it's just the way it is.
Wheeling this rocket. Holy shit.
Yeah, rocket. Okay, so if I were to say rocket in a different sense, it wouldn't sound so ridiculous. Like, if I was like, yo, Rich, like, dude, you gotta meet this girl, bro. She's an absolute rocket. Seriously, like that doesn't sound as bad. Like, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, wheeling's a weird one. Even as a kid, I always thought that one was dumb.
Yo, speaking of dumb, yo, I saw one of the fucking dumbest fucking, like, Vax Sucks is really struggling right now. Because, you know, they're like one of them doomsday cults that are like, no, the world will definitely end on January the 4th, 2017, and then it comes and goes, and then they go, but actually we've consulted sacred texts, and it's a translation error. Really, you add on 2 years. We got it wrong. We were using the Gregorian calendar instead of, despite them being completely undetectable and easily transferable. And he's been doing it for fucking years without getting caught across like half a dozen FPS titles. Or on the other argument, Shroud's just pretty good at clicking heads in casually. I don't know, like what? It couldn't be that, could it?
Not possible, no.
True.
I actually, like, he's Canadian and I'm Canadian, so I kind of, like, know this about him. And,
yeah, you represent, to me, in my mind, you represent the two types of Canadian, basically. You're the cool kind.
Thank you so much. So, yeah, from personal experience, from playing with him, I can tell you 100% everything they're saying is true. Yeah, he's cheating. In any game he plays.
You should just do that one day, Davey. Like, just post a video direct to the subreddit.
Yeah.
Saying, guys, you're so close. Got a mouthful of grapes. QAnon.
That's hot.
I know, right? So QAnon believes, the QAnon followers believe that there is a cabal of satanic pedophile cannibals that all operate in the higher echelons of politics. And they harvest a non-existent drug called adrenochrome. It makes you live forever, and there's no such thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I have my doubts. Could be real.
But yeah, so, you know, these fucking Vaxsucks people are just fucking crazy. They're so far gone. It actually, I can't stop looking at the subreddit because it's just too good. Yeah, that was like, man, honestly, it's just like, there's always going to be one or two, but that's literally all it is, you know?
Yeah.
The way they talk about it, you'd think it was fucking cycling. Just not even that practical. Like, half of these fucking pro players can't even plug in a fucking mouse. They literally
dude, I'm useless as all fuck when it comes to PCs. Like,
yeah,
I still can't even put my parts into my PC. I have to pay a guy to do it for me. I'm completely incapable. Like, they're like, oh, it's just like Legos. You just build it. I'm like, bro, like, it seems so not worth it.
I still got it.
In that sense, it's like, yeah, when he eventually retires and leaves and does whatever, you know, he's gonna go and do. There is like there needs to be some form of natural, not necessarily replacement, because you can't really replace God B, right? He is, you know, he was just not replaceable, you know, like just for the experience, ability, work ethic, like everything that is God B, you can't just like get another God B. But it felt like they didn't have a real plan for life after God B besides. Well, Tabson's really smart and good, so hopefully he can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was I thought it would be funny, but then I didn't because I was too lazy.
Me and Jackie did do one the other day.
Yeah, I was told by people were angry with me for not being there. And I was like, guys, you don't understand. I was incredibly drunk. It's not my fault.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on that thing for a while. I've actually scaled right back. I've scaled the drinking back, dude. I finally broke the cycle. It was like, I basically for, it must have been almost 3 weeks, I basically chained hangover into starting drinking again, but and I was just locked in that cycle.
Yep.
And I did it for about 3 weeks. So, and then everything inside started to hurt, so I stopped. And then since then, it's been sensible.
Yeah. Yeah.
On my stream where it hasn't been all anime avatars, so I just want to take a moment to enjoy that.
That's where they get their strength from. Dude, fuck, Tizian's on the A4 too.
I know, right?
You need every advantage you can get, buddy. Like,
I know.
the fuck are you doing?
He's on a sideman thing. That's what he's doing.
Like, man, you need every little advantage you can get if you're fucking Tizian playing for big in 2022 right now.
It says in the title with Davey.
Yeah. But that would require reading. You have to keep that in mind.
Nah,
well.
he's I'm sure Racklebob's joking. I've seen him type.
No, I'm on your side. Look.
Yeah, there you go. He just says it's possible.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I got it. Like I said, if I had seen that first message, I would have recognized it was a.
So here's something that might interest you. Obviously, I don't want to say too much, but there's a guy in the community that we know who's done like loads of cool stuff in the past, like, and he's created a mod where you can put you put all the like weird fucked up danger zone items into the normal game.
All right.
So you know that fucking thing that makes you jump up and all that shit, right? And he's created a working mod for it. And what we were talking about the other day is maybe getting people together to do like a best of 3 exhibition match, and then all the donations and all the proceeds go to like Ukraine Red Cross or something like that, and we broadcast it. A lot of fun, so.
Right. Yeah, that sounds super fun. I'd be down.
That's a ban. What's that? You are spreading misinformation. I haven't said anything about Russia and Poland. In fact,
he was talking about what you said about the Russians and
but like
World War II.
Yeah, I mean, but they did. Yeah, but I said from 1941. And everything else, and I think that's like it's such a shame because it's such a valuable perspective.
Yep, absolutely. Like there's people right now where 50 years from now there's gonna be that, that old Ukrainian dude who just absolutely hates the Russians and that you're never gonna change his mind, and that's gonna be that's gonna be a thing in the future now. Like that is, that's just how it is, and that you're never gonna be able to change their minds. You'll just never be able to do it. It'll never happen. And it's fair. Like you can't even.
Yeah, what are you gonna say? What am I gonna say?
Yeah, you can't.
It's why, man. I really felt sorry for. Did you see because I can bring it to football now. Fuck you. Didn't even mention Barcelona, motherfucker.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that, but honestly, I just don't care. Arsenal would have been so far worse in the shitter than we were 2 years ago if it wasn't for him. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm like, look, while he was here, if you had to take all the years he was here and say like net positive or negative, it was a huge net positive. So that's all you can ask for, really. Like,
also as well, man, fucking hell, talk about like AFTV.
That they had separated, and she was out on a date with another guy, and he found out about it or heard about it or was told or something, and so he went to the restaurant she was at, took her out of the restaurant forcefully, and this part I'm not 100% on. I don't know if he had a knife or just some form of weapon, but he was threatening her. Pulled her out of the restaurant.
I don't know about the weapon. I know he was threatening. Yeah. I don't know if he had a
weapon either. I have the weapon thing in my head, but I don't know where it came from or why. I could just be completely making things up. So take that one with a grain of salt for sure. But
ban you for spreading misinformation.
He did. Yeah, that's fine. Ban me. That's okay. I don't mind. But he forcefully pulled her out of the restaurant, put her